Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherise and today we are going to be making beef stroganoff. It's really simple and easy. It's so comforting and it's very filling. Okay, for the ingredients that you're going to need, we are using some beef strips. This says for stir fry, but you can use round steak or any type of beef that you like to cook with. Also, you're going to need an onion, some mushroom soup, some egg noodles, parsley, that's for when the dish is completed. You need some roasted garlic, some onion powder, some sour cream, salt and pepper, and butter. And you're also going to need some mushrooms. If they're not pictured, I will have the recipe listed down below. So let's get cooking. Okay, so in the bowl I have my beef strips that I have seasoned with my salt and pepper, my garlic, and my onion powder. And I'm just giving it a toss, just making sure all the pieces are coated. Nice and easy. And right here on the stove, I have a pan that's heating up. Right now, I have it on medium high, just until it starts to get hot, and then I'll turn it down to to medium. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and add the meat and get it cooked. So as the butter is going and it's getting hot, I'm going to add just a tablespoon of olive oil to add to the pan so the butter doesn't burn before I'm able to. Okay, with the pan nice and hot, I added the meat, and I'm just going to give it quick stir, keep an eye on it, and let it brown. We're not really trying to get it to cook all the way through because we are going to cover this and let it simmer. This is a tougher cut of meat. I like to simmer it in beef broth for about 30 minutes till it gets nice and tender, and then that's when we start to add the rest of our ingredients. As you can see, the meat is cooked up nicely. There are some little bits of pink still there, but that's fine. We won't worry about that because we're going to cover and simmer it. We're going to add some chicken broth, beef broth. You can use chicken if you want. I happen to have beef and I'm making a beef dish, so that's what I'm using. And you just put in enough broth to cover the meat. And looks good. Once it's completely covered, you want to turn it down. We're going to turn it down to low to simmer. We'll do about right there. We're going to put a lid on it and we're going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Okay, it's been like 30 minutes, and in a separate pan I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil on. And here is where the butter is has melted, and the next step is to add in your chopped onion and your mushrooms. So you're gonna add this in and just let them cook until they are tender. Here you see the mushrooms are bigger. They're the sliced mushrooms and they're a little bit bigger, and I was worried about them being bite-sized, so I just take it by hand and I'm popping them in half because they're really fresh. They're very tender. They're really fresh new mushrooms. So I was just making sure that everything will be bite-sized and uniform, kind of about the same size of your meat strips. And don't worry, my hands are clean, but even if they weren't, it's just, you know, for my family. So I was able to just break them up and continue to saute the mushrooms and the onions in with the melted butter. I'm doing this over about medium to medium high heat. It doesn't take very long, and you just want them to get soft. And here it is combined in with our meat. After our meat has simmered, there's some mushrooms, and here is sour cream. There's a shot of the egg noodles because I serve mine combined with egg noodles. Delicious. So for the sour cream, I did that instead of the cream and mushroom soup. I added a cup of sour cream to 2 tablespoons of flour. I mixed those two together before I put it into the meat mixture along with the mushrooms and the onions. And here I'm just giving it a stir, just letting everything combine. It'll thicken up with the flour that was added in, and just I said just stir. You just want to stir it. You don't have to continuously stir it, but you want to get everything combined. Here I'm just adding several dashes of Worcestershire sauce. You can add as much or as little as you like. This is a really important step because it gives it a really good flavor. And here is everything combined. There's a shot of the noodles drained. And here is the combined plates.